Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Holly and this is my booktube channel. As you might expect, we talk about reading and books and all things in that realm. So without further ado, we're going to get into today's video. And usually I'm drinking coffee, but today I have an adult beverage and you'll see why. Today, I am going to be reacting to 1-star reviews of books that I really liked or even loved, and I feel like if I'm going to be subjected to that kind of torture, this might, help dull the sting a little bit. So, if you don't have a beverage, get some coffee, tea, or an adult beverage of your choice. Nobody's judging here. We're here to have some fun, and let's get into this. A little disclaimer, if you happen to recognize any of these reviews, don't go throwing hate at the people that left the review. This is all in good fun. We all have different opinions about books, and that is what makes reading so great. This is just for fun, for entertainment, so nobody take it personally, and let's just have some fun. First up, we're going to be talking about Survive the Night by Riley Sager. This one is interesting because there are people that don't like this book, and a fair number of them. I happen to really love it. I don't know if it's just because I'm a Nirvana lover, but I really enjoyed the book, so these 1-star reviews might be painful. And I'm getting all of these off of Goodreads, by the way, so let's go for the first one. The first review says, Survive the Night is a page-turning thriller set in 1991 where the stupidest female protagonist ever, decides to do a rideshare road trip with a strange man just 2 months after her best friend was murdered by a serial killer still on the loose. Because she's such an unreliable narrator, both she and readers are prime targets for gaslighting, all at the mercy of a cray-cray antagonist with a truly laughable agenda. What? What gaslighting? I'm so confused. Like, what? Why is the reader a prime target for gaslighting? Did we read the same book? Let's look at another one. Next review says, This was not it. It was the lack of common sense for me. You know that dumb character we yell at on screen in a horror movie doing stupid things? Yes, enter this witch. They didn't say which, I'm keeping it clean. Charlie Jordan. This girl literally thinks she's the main character. Shake my head. She is the main character. She would literally get me killed in the first 5 minutes of any scary movie. Charlie, you suck. Bye. What? Charlie is the main character. What are you talking about? And yes, she does stupid things. She's a young college girl. She's not a detective or, some FBI agent. Like, next one. This review says, one of my most anticipated books of the year. I love Riley Sager. I hated this book. Sad face. That's it. Riveting. Okay, on to the next book. We're going to be talking about Killer Chardonnay by Kate Lansing. This one is a cozy mystery. I'm trying to do a mix of different genres here, so let's see some 1-star reviews of Killer Chardonnay. This review says, dreadful. Unrealistic dialogue in both the writing and narration makes some scenes almost laughable. Character reactions are rushed, yet the plot drags. While the author researched wine, she does not understand the wine business. Wineries are not depends on tasting room. Dependent? Check your grammar before you write a scathing review. On tasting room sales for revenue from the day they open, because it takes years of grape contracts and winemaking and capital to get to that point. Much other absurdity abounds. The winery is attached to the tasting room by a connecting door. Blocking this door can trap someone in the winery. How do the grape and barrels and equipment get into the winery? I had to listen at 2 times speed to make it through. Dude, this is a cozy mystery. It is not supposed to be realistic. It is supposed to be cheesy and punny and fun and just lighthearted. And yes, you have to suspend reality a little bit to enjoy it. And if you can't do that, get out of the cozy mystery realm and quit hating on my book. This review says, this is basically a chick-lit teen romance disguised as a cozy mystery. The characters are not teenagers, but they act like one. Teenagers that drink alcohol? Okay. And the mystery is so lightweight, I guessed who the murderer was way before the halfway mark. Good for you. A huge letdown because I don't like to guess. I like to be surprised. But it was so glaringly apparent, I couldn't help it. Well, aren't you smart? That's the point. Cozy mysteries, you can see the ending a mile away. That's the whole point. They're just supposed to be fun. So enjoy it. Oh. Another similar review. I got bored really quick. By page 90, in fact. Very specific, thank you. Oh, and also, I already knew who the killer was. Oh, wow. It was too obvious from the beginning. I ended up skipping to the end from page 90 to confirm my suspicions, and then was done with the book. I think I'm done with cozy mysteries, for that matter. At least you've admitted that to yourself. Leave the rest of us alone with our little old lady, cat lady mysteries that we like, okay? Okay. Thank you. Next up, I'm going to be talking about Savage Son by Jack Carr. This is number 3 in his Terminal List series, and I think it's been my favorite in the series so far, so this one's going to hurt a little bit. First review says, I care neither for the cadence of this story or plots. The lack of an interesting, worthy character is likely the reason. 1 out of 10 stars. What? What? The lack of an interesting character? Have you met James Reese? Did you read this book? Be honest. I don't think you did. The next review says, how much does an endorsement by Lee Child cost? On the NYT bestseller list? Yeesh. A plethora of supererogatory direct. What? That attempts to obfuscate the truth. Jack Carr can't write. What are you trying to prove with your big words? And an endorsement from the least talented writer, another hack on Goodreads, a rare gut punch writer full of grit and insight who we will be happily reading for years to come. Ha 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 ha. Y'all, I don't know how much more of this I can take. These people, their grammar, like if you're gonna attack someone's writing, your writing better be top notch. I'm just saying. Just saying. Don't attack my boy Jack Carr. Okay, one more on this book. Beneath the unnecessary description of weapons is a very basic B-grade action story. Utterly predictable. What part of that book was predictable? I didn't see any of that coming. And, yeah, there's a lot of descriptions of weapons. He's like this insane ex-Navy SEAL combat expert, and there's all these fight scenes. There's gonna be weapon descriptions. And some people like that. Okay, next up, we're going to be talking The Green Mile by Stephen King. This is one of the books that I love. It is near and dear to my heart, so here we go. I'm not even really sure how anyone can come up with a 1-star review for this book, but oh, looky there. Some exist. Sadness, porn, par excellence. What? I don't mean that in a good way. I didn't think you did. I am sad, frustrated, and infuriated to see that once again, King finds the need to predicate his action on the rape, murder, abuse of a woman. This is seriously unnerving when it happens over and over and over again. I think you missed the point of the book. I really think you did. The fact that King's woman problem is doubled with racial fear-mongering, i.e. the big scary black man, and use of the N-word is icing on the cake. I realize the argument could be made that it is a historical novel and racial fear still exists, but it is like a lead pipe to the head at this point. It was set in the 1930s. Yeah, as ugly and disgusting and abhorrent as racism is, it was the time. Do I condone it? No, but it made a point to the story. We're not going to get too far into that. We're going to keep this positive. Let's look at another one. DNF. First of all, if you did not finish it, why do you feel qualified to write a book review on Goodreads? Explain that to me. Maybe that's just my opinion, but if I DNF a book, I'm not writing a full book review because I can't comment on everything, so... The rest of the review says, this is so effing, again, they didn't say effing, keeping it clean, boring. I don't care about the rodent. Goodbye. But I can't say a whole lot without spoilers about what this person means when he says the rodent, but just my fellow Stephen King fans, back me up. That mouse is a major character. I'm just saying, Mr. Jingles is important. Thank you, goodbye. Okay, this next book might hurt a little bit. The Great Alone by Kristin Hannah. I freaking love this book. Whew. But I can do this. Come on, we're gonna get through this. Okay, here we are with our first 1-star review. There are a million ways to die in Alaska, in case you somehow forgot. And one of them is probably reading this pile of trite, repetitive, melodramatic, schmaltzy garbage. Oh, my heart! What? Trite, repetitive, melodramatic, schmaltzy garbage? Yeah. Just, I need a sip. I told y'all I'd need this. I need a sip. Kristin Hannah is a brilliant author. Not only is she an attorney, which, you know, that's just, I love authors that are attorneys, but that's beside the point. Not only is she an attorney, she's a brilliant author. That book was just full of everything, adventure and loss and romance even, and I'm not even a giant romance person, but I was so there for the romance in that book and the descriptions of the wilderness of Alaska and just, what is wrong with this person? God. The next review says, I can't say the last time I DNF'd a book with 50 pages left to read, but this novel forced my hand. Well, honey, you missed the best part of the book. Sucks to be you. I like to think I can read novels with characters whose actions are foreign to my own, so I did accept Cora's psychological dependence on Ert, even though he liked to beat her and apologize and drink and blame his Vietnam experiences without ever trying to help. But Hannah keeps pushing and leaves reality far behind. She falls down a drama rabbit hole, piling on ever more trauma to the point where I expected Pennywise the Clown to appear and pull Lenny into a sewer. What? The next review says, I know that I am in the minority, but I am not a Kristin Hannah fan. So why are you reading her book? In my opinion, this book was absolutely not worth my time. So cliche. What part? So melodramatic. How? So predictable. Nope, it wasn't. I laughed out loud on several occasions at the metaphors and sappy dialogue. Did we read the same book? This is getting my heart rate up. Okay, y'all, we're gonna do one more book that I really liked, but I have heard some people didn't, so this should be interesting. It's one that I read recently. It was a Book of the Month pick called Killers of a Certain Age by Deanna Raybourne. Here we go. First 1-star review says, I had no idea what was going on the whole time in this book. The writing was really easy to follow, y'all. It was crystal clear. Absolutely no distinguishing difference between characters whom I still cannot name. I feel like they're all my friends now. I know all of them. What? One chapter they're on a boat. Next at a resort, on a beach, maybe. 2 chapters later they're in New Orleans. Yeah, they're ex-spies. They're traveling all over the world because someone's trying to kill them. Duh. Are you kidding me? And I can't ever tell who's talking or if they're referring to the past. It's very easy to tell. You can tell by their age. The little I did pick up was full of cheap feminist dialogue. They're a bunch of kick-ass 60-year-old ex-spies. You better believe there's some feminist content. If that ain't your thing, you picked up the wrong dang book. Next review. DNF at 45%. Here we go again. If you did not finish it, you do not qualify to give a full book review. But I digress. Good premise, poor execution. Period. That's their glowing 1-star review. Wow. All right, number 3. Did not like this book at all. Too implausible. Of course it is. Suspend relief and go on a ride. Just too many crass references. Didn't like she had to throw in the lesbian marriage. One of the ladies is a lesbian. Is that a problem? 4 old ladies going around killing people? Just not realistic at all. This author isn't for me. Apparently not. There's a lot of books out there that are not realistic. That doesn't make them a bad book. These people are killing me. I can't take it. You had to know when you read the back of the book that these were ex-spies. They are in their 60s. They are on the run because someone is trying to kill them. How often does that really happen in real life? Probably not very often. Or if it does, the government just doesn't let us know about it. So, you have to know going into this, suspend reality, enjoy it, and imagine it's like the movie Red, Retired and Extremely Dangerous. That's a fun movie, and it's very similar to the vibes in this book. And the fact that these people don't get it is obviously their problem, because I loved it. Well, that's all the books that I had to kind of chat about with y'all today. I just thought I would throw this video out there and see what y'all thought of it. If you enjoyed it, I can absolutely do more. I got the idea from Nakia with Nakia's Hideaway. I talk about her a lot, but her channel is just amazing, and I saw her do a video like this and I thought, that looks like fun. So I had to give her a little credit, and I had fun doing it, and I'm a little riled up because some of my favorite books were just attacked, and I feel offended. But again, it is all in good fun. I'm sure there are books that I cannot stand that a lot of you love. I don't know, but if you want me to do more of this style of video, I absolutely can. It's a lot of fun. It gets your heart rate up a little bit, but it's a lot of fun. So yeah, and if there's any books that you think I should do this kind of video with, react to 1-star reviews, let me know. And until then, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye y'all. Salut.